Welcome. Welcome in or welcome back. True Sky, Libra. This is your reading for the month of June. So, the first card I'm using at the moment is due to the solar transit through the sign of True Sky Taurus, which we will be still transiting through until the 20th of June when it moves into True Sky Gemini. And it's the Sacred Circle Tarot. It's a British pagan deck. And on the bottom of the deck I got for you this month, the Four of Swords. So this month there is an underlying energy of a need for rest and recuperation for you. So you've obviously been working hard and you've been going through a lot of things. So, always remember that you need to take care of yourself. Make sure you're getting enough rest. And not just physically, but also your mind and your heart and your emotions, your spirit. The first card, however, we have is the Tower. So the Tower definitely does signal big changes this month. This is the first card that we have for you. So there's going to be some big changes for Librans this month. Then we have, as your crowning card for the month, the Queen of Wands. And her message is illumination. She is a feminine energy, and she, as an individual, could be someone, say, older than 30, and a feminine who's very creative, very warm-hearted, and fun to be around. These also could be qualities that you need to learn within yourself at this time, if it's not an individual, or even if it is. We're all teachers and students of life. So this is your crowning card. So it's very much linked with your mind and your higher self for the month. And she could be of the fire signs. So she could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or have a chart that strongly reflects the fire signs or planets or houses as well. The next card we have for you is the Lovers. So this could definitely be a new lover coming in or an old relationship that reignites on a new level. So there's a new love energy here, and there will be significant choices for you to make this month. And depending on what choices you do make will depend on where your life goes to from here. So it's a very significant month so far. We have 2 major arcana just in the top row. Then we have the Druid. So the Druid is like our Hierophant card. He's your authority, could be like governmental, but definitely learned in some sense. It could mean that you need someone, the advice of someone, some learned person this month. And it could easily be to do with these changes that you're experiencing. There may be someone that comes in to help you with that. Your central card for this month, however, is the Ten of Swords, which is the card of dissolution. So there is a definite ending happening this month. Something in your life has not been working out, and it is best that you move on from it. You need to just let go and just move on. Maybe you have been experiencing some serious problems, very disappointing, very despairing type of energy. It can feel like it's within you. However, the situation itself was a false premise. It's actually better that it's over, even if that is really painful for you to experience. I'm sorry if this is what you are experiencing. So it's good to be aware of self-deceit and wishful thinking, which may have even led you into this situation, and to be aware of the truth and being truthful with yourself coming out of this situation. Spiritually, it's a time where you need to be very honest with yourself to see through illusions. To not let this hold you back, however, because you are on the path of true enlightenment, which does come out of the darkness but grows towards the light. So there may be someone, as we were saying, with having the druid here, there's some professional that you may need advice from at this time to do with this disillusion and this massive change, this chaos energy that is linked here, which is linked with this disillusion. Then you have the lady. So this is our classic Empress card. She is, you know, very much linked with the earth and fertility. She's like the mother. She has all the energy of all the different queens of the suits. She's a very powerful feminine force. So maybe depending on who you are, she could be coming in as a new lover, or this could be you going into there could be a new relationship here. But there is a link here to the disillusion as well. So be aware that potentially who's coming in, you need to, you know, vet them. You can't just you know, hope for the best. You really, and be wishful thinking. You need to really understand what it is you're getting involved in before you proceed. And then we have the Ace of Cups for you here on the bottom. So this is also linked to the disillusion and the druid. So it's got quite a protective energy here, and also this Six of Wands at the bottom. It's quite protected. Even though it has the disillusion here, there is a new offer here. It could be a friendship, doesn't have to be love, but there is a spiritual type of offer of, you know, some type of emotional nourishment. And it could be linked in here with this professional as well. Then as your base of the Matter card, you have the Six of Wands. So this is definitely a sign of recognition and success and victory in your world. It's an outer recognition, so people in your world will be aware of it. You know, people will be celebrating for you, with you, you know. It's a very positive. So I'm seeing it as that you getting out of this disillusion. People will see you freeing yourself from this negative energy, and they will celebrate your strength to come out through the other side. And then also you've got beautifully another major arcana. We have the Star card for you here this month. And it's linked in here with the Empress, Our Lady. So this card definitely says you have been going through hard times, and that it's the time now, however, to move on and, you know, wish upon that star, hope for the good things, you know, let go of these negative experiences you've been having and look forward to what positive things can come out in the future for you. So, wow, what a month for you so far, Libra. The next tarot I'm going to clarify with is the Green Witch Tarot. And on the bottom of the deck, we have Six of Chalices. So the Six of Chalices has an energy of reminiscence and nostalgia attached to it. It's very much linked to the past and children as well. It could be your childhood, it could be your own children, your inner child. It can also be linked to past lives. So there is an underlying energy of this month for you. However, the first card we have to clarify the Tower is the Earth Mother. So you have the Empress twice this month. I'm not sure, but the Empress can indicate pregnancy. It's very much linked with fertility. However, with the Tower, it doesn't seem too positive. So I'm not sure if you've experienced maybe a loss, a pregnancy loss. I don't want to say that if it's true. That I'm really sorry to hear that. But the Tower is you know, change and chaos. It's quite neutral but also negative. And then with the Empress here, either that or there's been a change in your resources and your feminine abilities. So there's significant change here linked with this Earth Mother this month for you. Then for the Queen of Wands, the illumination, we have the Seven of Wands. So this is saying that you're feeling quite, you're actually preparing. You feel like that there is like a battle to come. There is some self-defensive energy here, and you're trying to prepare yourself for that to come. And I mean, the Queen of Wands is a very magical woman, so I can see her doing that anyway. However, maybe it is linked to this situation with this. It's linked to the Tower situation here. This Seven of Wands. So there's a defensive energy here. Then we have, to clarify the Lovers, the Knight of Chalices. So this is definitely can signify love, a love offer coming in. And maybe you're even feeling defensive about this love offer potentially here as well, because they are linked as well. Then we have, to clarify the Druid, we have the Seven of Athenes. So this is our figure of authority that you may need to consult this month to help you get through this Tower moment. The Seven of Athenes, however, suggests that you may need to use your creative skills and cunning and or trickery to get through this period. So maybe this person you need to get help from, you might need to do it kind of slyly, like not letting everyone know you're doing something, just doing it and, not talking about it or something like that here. Then we have, for the Ten of Swords, our central card, this disillusion that you've been experiencing, that you're moving on from. We have the Page of Wands. So this could be a child. The pages are linked with children up to, say, late teens age. And the wands are the fire element. So it could be someone with, doesn't have to be masculine, can be feminine. Could be one with fire traits that are quite strong in their chart. Or it could be a new experience that you need to develop. So the Page of Wands would be a new passion project, some kind of, and this could really help get you out of this disillusion, focusing on a new project, putting your energy into something positive, rather than focusing on this loss that you've been experiencing. To clarify the Lady, we have the Three of Wands. This card definitely signifies adventure and widening your horizons. There is also a potential collaboration here as well. So this is for that fertility type of card, which we've had the Earth Mother and the Lady twice in your reading. So so maybe this new collaboration journey is linked in here with this Knight of Chalices as well. Then to clarify the Ace of Cups, potential new love offer coming in, we have the Five of Athenes. So this card is a conflict card. So maybe this new love offer coming in could stir up a lot of competition and conflict in your life. If you've been going through maybe a breakup or something, maybe things have been a bit rocky. Yeah, there could be some serious conflict. So it's a really good time to rely on leadership skills of cooperation and, being tactful. Because there could be some serious conflicts going on. And this is to do with this love offer here. Then for the success, the Six of Wands, we have the King of Pentacles. So not only are you got this successful energy that people are seeing and celebrating, but you also are mastering your resources. The King of Pentacles is very abundant, so he doesn't need for anything. He's got too much. He's the king, and he has more than he needs. He's very satisfied. He is linked to the earth suits, so it could be an older individual, say older than 30 or mid-30s, who is of the earth suit, so could have strong earth placements or planets or houses in their chart, like predominating, who could even be helping you with this success as well. And then we have, for the Star card, clarifying, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is definitely saying these wishes and hopes that you are putting out there, you are manifesting resources, you are manifesting some stability in your life. The Knight of Pentacles, however, is the slowest knight in the deck, so it could take a little bit longer than you think it may take. Things are being slowed down a little bit, but definitely there are significant resources coming in for you. So I'm not sure if they will be coming in this month, but they're on the way. They're on the road, you know. So the next deck I'm going to pull from is the Earth Magic, Oracle. And on the bottom of the deck, we have Stone People, Vigilance, and then we have Wind Activation, Tree Grounding, and Cave Sanctuary. So for the wind, this is linked to our Seven of Wands, Queen of Wands. There's a lot of wand energy, and then now we have the wind. So there's a real activation of this creative feminine force who's very defensive. Really strong activation there of that energy. Then we have for our central card, Grounding. And this is to do with this past disillusion. However, these new creative opportunities coming in. So they need to be grounded. So you need to be kind of practically applying them as well as, you know, thinking and all that. The next card we have is Cave Sanctuary. So this one is to clarify the success with the King of Pentacles. So even though you may feel celebrated on the outer level and you have this really strong energy of material abundance, you may need to retreat from others at this time. You may need to find a sanctuary, or if you already have one, spend time there, you know, do some meditative practice, get more in touch with your inner self. Yeah, at this time, that might be really important this month for you. The next cards that I'm going to pull from are the Nature Speak Oracle. And on the bottom of the deck, we have Pine, Balance the Emotions. Then we have Forest, Awaken Your Magic, Swamp, Face Your Fears, and Cedar, Protection. Okay. So this activation of this Fire Queen and the Seven of Wands, this defensive, creative, feminine force, is going to awaken your magic. So that is beautiful. What a concept. Then for the disillusion with the new creative projects and the grounding, you're being told to face your fears. So there's some fear here, and this could be linked with this disillusion, but you need to face it. Then for the success, the outer success with the material abundance, the sanctuary or retreat, we have protection. So by you doing this, retreating into your sanctuary and, you know, working on your inner self, it's going to protect you. It's going to bring a lot of protective energy around you. The next cards I'm going to pull from are the Green Witch Oracle. And on the bottom of the deck, we have Salt, Protection, and Banishing Negativity. So salt's always such a good cleansing thing. So maybe this month, you know, try and incorporate that into maybe, you know, having a salt bath regularly, or cleaning with salt, or, you know, having some salt on an altar, you know, to absorb the negative energies, that kind of thing. Okay, so for this awakening your magic, beautiful, we have Snow, which is telling you to rest and contemplate. So interesting. Then for your central card, you have Chamomile, Gentleness, Relaxation, and Sleep. Wow, so you've got to face your fears, but you need to make sure you're sleeping and relaxing and being gentle. So not being, you know, you might be facing your fears, but you don't have to, you know, overstimulate yourself or overpush yourself. You still need to be really gentle with yourself. And then for the protection, we have Hearth, Safety, Comfort, and Spiritual Connection. So this one's definitely even reminding me of this sanctuary. So the hearth was traditionally a bit of a sanctuary, you know, it's like the warmth, the warm heart of the home, and it's often linked to food and nourishment and love and care and all that. And it's a very protective force as well. Okay, the last cards I'm going to pull from today for you are the Australian Wildflower cards. And on the bottom of the deck, we have Waratah, Survival, powerful card. And then we have Lemon Myrtle, Space, Cattlebush, Persistence, and Violet Nightshade, Power. So we'll read from the book for these. So Lemon Myrtle is space. There is a need for space, distance, wandering, opening up, travel, and in general, creating space right now. Perhaps this is between you and something else. Perhaps you just need to explore your opportunities a bit further. New possibilities are indicated, but they are out there. Lemon Myrtle is most definitely connected with new starts, with cleansing and fresh thinking. It's also an indication of a deeper understanding of your own beliefs. You need to take into account the connection between the higher energies you may seek and what is below them. Open up and let the light in as the time of darkness is passing. The challenge is being too open or trusting or retreating too early. The healing energy supports cleansing, protection, and assists with travel fears. So that is lovely for the crowning card. So the central wildflower we have is Cattlebush, Persistence. So it's from the inland and upper parts of Australia. Indigenous Australians have long used the flowers on non-healing wounds and for snake bites. Your persistence will be rewarded. Look at what you can let go of and what is truly worthwhile. Now is the time to sort these matters out and focus with a new determination. Progression is indicated if you have felt like you have been on a plateau. Keep going, as your tenacity will be worthwhile. Don't give up is the clear message of Cattlebush. The challenge of Cattlebush is in being too stubborn and not letting go when you need to. It is also in giving up too soon, usually when you are close to your goal but just can't see it. As a healer, Cattlebush supports those who feel weary and worn out. It is a wonderful energy booster. And then the last card we have is lovely Violet Nightshade, Power. So it flowers year round and it's found widely throughout New South Wales coast and ranges. The energies connected with this flower are all surrounding power. Power that empowers as well as suppresses. It could be time for you to step into your power to shift things forward and to take a more confident and leading role. With power, as we know, comes great responsibility and a need for more care. Situations regarding those in authority are indicated, as is the expectations of others. The challenge right now is ego. Your ego and the egos of others may be blocking the paths to enable real change and freedom to occur. I often call this the Find a Mentor flower, as it often comes to remind us that growth comes through sharing. As a healer, Violet Nightshade is a confidence booster and supports those in mentor relationships. It is a very good flower for new parents who are struggling with the responsibility that their new life position brings. That is interesting that that is the base of the Matter card, because we did have the Lady and the Earth Mother, like very fertile cards, twice in this reading. If that is you, congratulations. So when it comes to the astrological musings for the month of June, there isn't much really going on in the sign of Libra. Obviously, the moon will go through your sign. However, we do have currently Pluto in Capricorn, which could be challenging your Libra placements. Also, we have Aries, Mars in Aries, which could be opposing your Libra placement. And then also we have, so there's a few hard angles there. We do have the North Node in Aquarius, which could be trining your Libra placements. So that's positive. And then also the South Node would be sextiling. So there's really not a lot of bad karmic energies for you this month. And then we have quite a bit going on in Gemini at the moment, which will shift into Cancer. So the earlier part of the month, we've got Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter in Gemini, which could be trining your Libra placements. And then, so bringing, a lot of good energy. We have two benefics, so Venus and Jupiter. And then Mercury also bringing a lot of mental stimulation and things like that. However, in the second half of the month, so from the 20th, the Sun will move into True Sky Gemini. So after that point, at some point, the Sun may trine your Libra placements too. It all depends on what degree you're in, obviously. But yeah, that's the general kind of, Chiron's also in, it's actually near the end of Pisces, but yeah. So yeah, I hope you have a fantastic month ahead, and wishing you all the best. If you have made it this far and you got something out of the reading, if you could please like, comment, and or subscribe to my channel. If you haven't already, that would be wonderful. And if you have, thank you so much. It's completely free for you to do if you have an account. And, if you're wanting to get more future readings, it's kind of easier for them to pop up if you have. And yeah, I'll be back again soon with another reading. Thank you, Libra. Bye.